Hi. We are on the sidelines. We are in Amity University in Lucknow, and I have Ajay Negi.
Hi.
He's big time into bug bounty and very accomplished asset vulnerability and pen tester. So I'm going to be catching up with him, and he's going to share a lot of gyan with us right now, and as well as later on when he's going to be giving a talk. Okay.
Yeah.
And Ajay, tell us about what do you do?
Yeah.
And how did you start off in bug bounty?
Yeah. So I do like vulnerability research. So I started bug bounties in like about 2.5 years back. So I started with the IS-ViewPoint website. So there I found some logical attacks. So later I found that if I work more on the logical attacks, I may learn something new and can find something different. So basically I started from there, and till now I'm learning those things.
5 years is a long time to learn, man. So what did you do? Okay, tell me. Let's step a little bit backwards and tell me what you did before you started the bounty scheme.
Before starting, I was doing a job. In that I learned penetration testing of networks and web, those things. So basically that also helped me. And I tried out to understand the logic of the web applications and the weakness in the validations, filtrations, and I tried to study the possible known ways available publicly on the net. So I tried to study those things, the mitigations. Then I started to understand how I can bypass the countermeasures where there is no possible way to bypass or execute your attack on those countermeasures. So from there I basically started learning new things.
So you said that you were working in the firm earlier before starting off.
Yeah.
So before, no, you learned and that when you were on the job. But did you do any training programs or any education, or was it did you learn by yourself?
Basically, my background was not in security.
Okay.
I did some self learning. I didn't did any certification also.
Okay.
So it was self learning, and bug bounties I did my from part time time, from home.
Okay.
So it's a learning thing for me. Yeah. So I keep trying and keep learning.
Okay,
yeah.
good. So 5 years back when you started off, there were not too many guys on doing bug bounty, right?
Bug bounty basically I started 2.5 years back.
Okay.
Job I was doing approximately more than 4 years back.
So even 2.5 years back, not many people were doing bug bounty, or did many people know about it?
People were knowing, but youngsters were not much aware. Nowadays, lots of youngsters also involved.
Yeah.
So people were not
How did you come to know that there is something called bug bounty?
Some of my friends told me there is some bug bounty PayPal is conducting. So I was not knowing what is bug bounty that time.
Okay.
So I thought to try. Then I got one website known as EDS5. So I tried first bug on that website. So there was some Captcha implementation. I tried some of my logic and suddenly one worked. So I submitted the bug, and after evening time I got the reply that the bug is valid. So then it boosted my morale.
Oh,
so
good.
Good.
Yeah, your first success sort of thing.
Yeah.
Good. So how much did they pay you for the first time?
They paid me $500 for
Wow, for the first this thing, not bad.
Yeah.
And nowadays it's what, $500,000 or?
That I cannot say, but
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
No. But I do know that your reputation goes much far beyond India.
yeah. Basically, it's a learning thing for me, and I try to learn from everybody.
That's very modest of you. Yeah.
Thanks.
But okay. One thing which I always try is that to get learning from people whom I talk to. So if somebody wants to get into bug bounty, would you suggest that youngster or the oldster or whatever?
I think anybody can start in the bug bounties, but they need proper, preparation for that. So for preparing, they should learn all the possible known attack vectors. That could be logical attacks. Also, they should learn the countermeasures. There are a lot of public resources like OWASP and WASP. Those things they can, from there testing guides are available. They can learn those things. They can practice. Then they can try out in the bug bounties sites
Yeah.
They're all logics. I think I will prefer like to try whatever comes in their mind. They should try it because sometimes what strikes in your mind
Yeah.
may get success.
So, but then they should basically try it on sites which allow
Yeah,
you to
basically
do
they
testing.
should always try on the site which allow that I
Yeah.
would prefer.
Not anywhere else like.
No.
That is not legal.
Yeah,
again,
that is not legal actually. So
A lot of guys, a lot of kids, newbies, kids, even experienced guys,
yeah,
they go and do, stunts on different websites, and then they send out the bug to the site
yeah.
and expect them to pay. What is your opinion about people like that?
My opinion is that like it's not about like getting famous or it's not about like earning something. It's to keep learning something new. So instead of focusing on like whatever comes in your mind, you should like elaborate it in a proper way. What is the impact of the vulnerability? What are the like risk factors? Or what is the root cause analysis you can do and tell the company?
Yeah.
You can tell the mitigations. Then it would be helpful for the company who is conducting bug bounty.
So-
like if we submit irrelevant content,
Yeah.
may not be helpful for them.
So it's a good resource for boys and girls who are learning also.
yeah, but
to
I think
practice.
they need some guidance also. Sometimes they are not aware at first.
No, even if they are not, see, I believe that, what would you say about that if I am learning,
Yeah,
and even if I don't want to do bounty,
yeah,
at least these sites allow me to test my skills.
yeah.
So I can do all types of attacks on those.
Yeah, whatever possible attacks they have mentioned in the scope,
You can try that, and you can at least learn or
yeah,
practice over
yeah,
there.
certainly. Instead of like working on the VM environments,
Yeah,
which may have like known vulnerabilities, but here you can find something unknown also.
yeah.
The countermeasure would be like far more better than the like dummy test sites, those things. So it's like more challenging also for running.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So as a parting, what would you say to somebody? If he wants to make a career in bug bounty,
Yeah.
is it because somebody was saying is that it's become very tough now?
Yeah, it's correct. It's tough. I won't prefer to do it as a career, but I can say like for enhancing their skills to like make their career better in this
Yeah.
field, they can start from bug bounties.
Okay.
Because it's very challenging. Also, they can try a lot of new things which comes in their mind. And the possible known vectors won't work on bug bounty sites like Facebook and Google. Those sites
Right.
are like a lot more secure than other sites.
So can you tell us like if say 4 or 5 sites where somebody can a newbie can start practicing besides the Facebooks and the big ones?
Okay, there sites name I cannot say, but there is a list in Bugcrowd.
Okay.
So in that list,
They can find a list of
mentioned,
Okay.
list of the websites.
Yeah.
So there are some new responsible
Right.
disclosure on that they can try out.
Okay. So are there any Indian companies which are helping, in bug bounty or putting or at least educating the guys who are trying bug bounty, sort of ethics and all that? I had put one. I had personally made one ethics list.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
So
I've seen.
any other people who are doing this?
Other people I'm not much aware about it. But,
Okay.
I think people are starting. I think
To understand.
the concept. Those things.
Great. So, but I am going to do that again. So on India Watch,
Yeah.
we will probably be putting that list of ethics and something like that.
Yeah.
So I will touch base with you to help us over there
Yeah, sure.
and at least become a mentor to some people over there, right?
Okay. I'll
So,
try.
and how many people have you mentored? Do you work alone or do you work in a team?
I work alone basically.
Okay.
Sometimes some of my friends try to like keep finding bugs with me.
Right.
So I try to involve with them.
So in such cases, then you share the bounty.
I don't take the bounty in that case.
Okay. Cool. Great. So good. So I think I'll touch base with you. There is some charity stuff which we can do. A lot of stuff which we can do with bounty.
I already actually did also previously.
yeah.
Facebook and Google, some other sites.
Okay.
I have my did some charity.
Okay.
I don't want to mention it to my.
Yeah. No. It's. I understand. I think I heard about what you have done.
Yeah.
So, but we'll talk about it some other time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And good luck to you.
Thanks a lot.